I got the call around midnight. My phone vibrated against the hardwood floor, and when I saw my daughter's name flashing, I knew something was wrong before I even answered. Dad. Her voice cracked over the line, trembling and faint. I'm in the woods. Please come. I didn't think. I grabbed my keys, flung open the door, and ran. The night was cold, the moon barely lighting the path through the trees, and every step I took felt like I was sinking deeper into a nightmare I didn't understand. When I found her, she was sitting against a tree, clothes torn, skin pale, blood trickling down her arm. She was shaking. "It was Grandma," she whispered, barely audible. "Your blood." I froze. My mind went blank. My mother? How? What had happened? The world spun around me as I scooped her into my arms. The weeks leading up to this moment had been strange. Little things I'd brushed off, missed calls from her, whispered phone conversations she'd quickly end, and the way she'd sometimes flinch when my mother called. I kept telling myself I was imagining it. Maybe it was stress. Maybe I was being paranoid. But now, holding my daughter, the pieces started to snap into place in the cruelest way. After she was safe in the hospital, I started piecing things together. Her texts, deleted messages recovered by the doctor's staff, showed her fear, not of me, but of someone she shouldn't have. The way she'd once looked at my mother, a flicker of something that wasn't respect or love. I remembered the time she said she didn't want to visit Grandma alone. I'd chalked it up to a child's whim. I wanted to scream at my mother, to shake her until she answered, but my daughter's whispered words haunted me. "Your blood." She hadn't understood them fully, but I did. My mother, my own mother, had always been controlling, but I never imagined she could do this. The confrontation wasn't cinematic. There was no shouting match, no dramatic confession. There was only the quiet evidence, the hidden vial of prescription meds my mother had kept, the shredded note with instructions she thought no one would find, the way she avoided my gaze when I brought it up. "Why?" I asked her one evening, voice tight, almost breaking. She didn't answer immediately. When she did, it was a whisper, not an excuse, not a defense, just a string of regrets. I wanted to protect you. I thought I was helping. Helping. The word burned in my ears. Protecting. How had she turned protection into something so dark, so twisted? In the weeks that followed, I watched my daughter recover. Every laugh, every smile, was shadowed by the knowledge of what had nearly been lost. I caught myself flinching at small things. The scent of my mother's perfume in her bag, the tone of her voice over the phone. Memories that had once been warm now felt like traps. Birthday parties, holidays, even quiet evenings at home. Moments I had trusted her with, now tainted with suspicion and fear. I had to rebuild not just my daughter's trust, but my own. I had to redefine the meaning of family, of love, of protection. Some nights, when she slept, I sat in the dark and let myself cry, the grief and relief mingling into exhaustion. I wasn't angry anymore, not entirely. I was careful. I was watchful. I was alive and she was alive, and somehow that had to be enough. The final confrontation came quietly. My mother didn't resist when I told her to leave. She packed her things with a kind of blank acceptance, not pleading, not fighting. I didn't look back as she left. My daughter was home, safe, and for the first time in weeks, I let myself breathe. I learned that trust is fragile, that love doesn't always protect from harm, and that sometimes the people you think are safe can hurt the ones you cherish most. But I also learned resilience, the quiet strength of holding on to life, even when it shakes you to your core. As we sat together, wrapped in blankets in the living room, my daughter finally smiled, and I knew that some wounds might never fully disappear, but love, careful, steadfast love, could keep us moving forward.